What are you smiling for? You're on trial for murder.
Get up.
What?
Get up. You're fired. I have any representation.
Who would that be?
Excuse me, you're in my way.
She can't work for you. She's a law student.
Counsel, approach your bench.
You are not going up there.
Oh, yes, I am.
I don't think you heard me. You're fired.
Counsel, all of you, now.
Elwood Joiner. Rule 303 of the State Judicial Court states that a law student may defend a defendant in a criminal proceedings.
I have no problem with this.
I do. I'm not going to approve that.
Ms. Woods, the ruling states that you have to work under the supervision of a licensed attorney.
I am the supervising attorney.
Ms. Woods, proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may call your first witness.
I'd like to recall Chutney Wyndham as my defense witness.
Ms. Wyndham to the stand.
Yes.
Ms. Woods, begin your question.
Before I begin, Your Honor, I'd like to point out that there's absolutely no proof in this case. In addition, I'd like to point out that there is no mens rea, which means by definition that there is no crime without vicious will.
Ms. Woods, I'm perfectly aware of the definition of mens rea. What I'm not aware of is why you're giving me a vocabulary lesson instead of questioning your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Miss Wyndham. When you first arrived at the house, was your father there?
Not that I saw, but like I said, I went straight upstairs to take a shower.
And when you got back downstairs, what happened?
I saw Brooke standing over his body, drenched in his blood.
But Mrs. Wyndham didn't have a gun, did she?
No, she stashed it by then.
Well, let me ask you. Did you hear a gunshot?
No, I was in a shower.
So somewhere within that 20 minutes that you were taking a shower, your father was shot.
I guess.
So your father was shot while you were in the shower, and you didn't hear the shot because you were in the shower.
No, I was washing my hair.
Miss Wyndham, can you tell me what you did earlier in the day?
I got up. I went to Starbucks. I went to the gym. Got a perm, and I came home.
Where you got in the shower?
I think the witness has made it perfectly clear that she was in the shower.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Wyndham, had you ever had a perm before?
Yes.
How many would you say?
2 a year since I was 12. You do the math.
You know, I had a sorority sister, Tracy Marcinko, who got a perm once, although we all told her not to. That curly just was not her style. She didn't have your bone structure. Anyway, luckily that day, she entered the pie cap wet t-shirt contest, and she was hosed down from head to toe.
Objection. Why is this relevant?
I have a plate, I promise, Your Honor.
Then make it.
This window. Why was Tracy Marcinko's curls totally ruined when she was wet down?
Because they got wet.
Exactly. Because isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance is that it is forbidden to wet your hair within the first 20 minutes for fear of deactivating the ammonium thiglycolate?
Yes.
And wouldn't someone who's had 30 or more perms in their lifetime be aware of this? And if in fact you were not washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't since your curls are still intact, then you would have heard the gunshot. Which means that Miss Wyndham would not have had a chance to hide the gun before you got downstairs, which would have had to mean that you should have found her in the room with the gun in her hand in order to make your story plausible. Isn't that right, Miss Wyndham?
She's a lot younger than me. Can't you see that? How would you like it if your father married someone a lot younger than you?
But you would have had time to hide the gun, wouldn't you, Chutney, after you shot your father?
I meant to shoot you!
I knew it.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
All charges are dismissed. Miss Wyndham, please take Miss Chutney Wyndham into custody. Bailiff.